Hello. So, Fear of God. First thing, I want it to be known that this is my interpretation of this song based on what the chord chart says. Yes, of course, but also the feel of the song, the dark metallic sound that this song has. I want to keep things very low. And what I mean by that is the pitch. Keep the pitches low. I don't like using all the strings for most of this song. For the intro and for the verses, I'm only hitting the bottom three strings occasionally, the lowest three strings, occasionally hitting this fourth one. And then for the chorus, I'm hitting all strings. Another thing is, I think the first time you see D over F sharp instead of D5 or just a D is in the tag on the first tag on the second page is a D over F sharp. I am playing D over F sharp every time because I'm hearing it in the music, and because it's what's happening when I do that, when I add that D over F sharp, is it's doing a walking bass. Okay, so all right. So G sus2, I am just playing this right here, and I am focusing on the lowest three strings because I don't need to do the whole G. And to get it, so here's a G. To get a G sus2, I lift this finger, but I'm only playing the lowest three strings, so I'm not even going to bother putting my fingers down for G. Okay, so my lowest note I'm playing right here is a G. Now I'm playing an F sharp. And then when I get to A, I'm still playing all six strings. A is a 5-string chord, but I'm going to play all six strings. So you hear G, F sharp, A5. So A5, what that means, there's also a D5. Every single chord that you play has 3 notes in it. A chord has at least 3 notes that are stacked. You have the root, you have the third, and you have the fifth. So an A5 or a D5, you're just playing the root in the fifth. That's what that means. So to get an A5, if I just play an A, if I just play the lowest 3 strings, this is an E, this is an A, this is an E. A is our root, the E is our fifth. So this is an A5 if I play the lowest 3 strings. Okay. So knowing that, I'm going to play the lowest 3 strings of that. I really like the sound of that walking bass on the bottom when we go from G to D to A. Okay, so that's how I'm playing it. You don't have to do that, but I just really like the sound. I like the gritty metallic sound that it makes when I'm strumming on these lowest strings. I feel like it really fits with the mood of the song. Okay, so that A5, so our strum pattern is going to be down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so every time, so in the intro, that first A5, you're going to play through that A twice, and then we have a split bar of that C, and you can play, so I've been going to this C at 9 even though I'm not playing all of the strings. I'm always playing the lowest string no matter what chord I'm playing for the intro and the verses. Okay, so again, back to the intro. So we're going to play through that A5 twice, through that down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then I'm going to do a split bar of that C and D. And then it's one A at the end, and then it repeats. So 2 A's, split bar of C and D, and then 1 A again. So I'm going to play all that together one more time. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It repeats. Satan roams around like a roaring lion, seeking to devour us, but So when we get to the verse, again, it's 2 A's, A5s, and then we're going to play a split bar of that G and D. Okay, so because it does like kind of come down a bit in the verse, you can make the strum pattern a little simple. When I initially wasn't planning on making it simpler, but because everyone drops soft there, I kept the strum pattern a little simpler. So I just did the down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. The verse, and then the chorus, same strum pattern for it. So we have 2 A's, and then we have the G sus into the D, back into the A. So it's the same thing, but I'm gonna hit all the strings too. So here's the chorus. Okay, so I'll go back to the original strum pattern for the verse, add a little bit more to it. Okay, so when we get to the bridge, we're gonna hit that strum and hold. So the 1, 2, so it does say, okay, I'm gonna back up real quick. It does say A1. I'm still keeping the A5 because I would literally just play one string. And I'm going to let the bass do that. So I'm going to add a little bit more texture by playing the A5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we may not win every battle, but he wins the war. And then, so that E7 sus. Okay, so here's an E7 right here. Oh, right here, sorry. E7. I was wondering why that sounded wrong. And then here is an E, here's an E7. Here's an E7 sus4. So if I combine those, I do this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put that together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we may not win every battle, but he wins the war. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Christ is coming and there's only so long he'll wait. And we go back to the chorus. So that last chorus, I build even more, and I was just basically just strumming up and down. So with an emphasis. Another thing about this is I'm not strumming pretty. I think the purpose of the guitar for this song is to be gritty and metallic sounding. And so I'm not being gentle at all. If you hear my strumming, I almost feel like my wrist is very stiff. I'm not doing a gentle strum by any means. It's like I can make this prettier. I'm hitting them very hard, very fast, if that makes sense. So I think that's a big part of this song is like getting the tone quality of the way you strum your strings. And I'm just kind of very stiff. It also helps that we're focusing on the last 3 strings, so you're not getting a ton of movement with your wrist anyway until you get to the choruses. I think it'd be cool if we played through this together just so you can see in person what I'm doing and hear what I'm doing in person. Because it's very much like a texture, rhythm, tone thing rather than just chords. So yeah, that's that.